All right, so I'll take you through a quick run through of our setup. Again, this is not everybody. Honestly, this is stuff we had laying around. I didn't have to go buy one thing, just through things that we've done in the past, just other things that I've worked on. This is just a lot of stuff we have laying around anyway. So don't feel like you have to go out and rush it out and buy anything. And to prove that point, right there you will see I have an iPad just sitting right there as a backup. So if everything else goes down, that's my go-to. I'm going to use an iPad with a lavalier microphone. But our stage itself, we're just using a normal backdrop wall. I've added a couple lights on the floor on each side, and we already naturally have these lights up at the top anyway, so those are just there that we already have. And then again, like I said, when we built the building, we got to flood the stage with lights, so they're already there. Just kind of a good thing to have if you ever get the chance, but that's a completely random aside. So again, the other thing we do have currently going on right now is I used to do a lot more photography, and I did some studio stuff. So I have studio strobes. They're just running with the modeling lights on. I did switch the bulbs out to LEDs just to kind of keep them a little cooler. Obviously, not everybody has these. They're a little pricey, but you could easily do some things like this with some fabric, some 4-foot LED shop lights from Walmart. You'd have to build a holder to put them in. There's a bunch of things online you could do that way. But if that's something you're interested in, you know, the reality of it is we don't know how long churches will be asked to not meet for groups larger than 10. So if it's something that you're interested in, I can probably help you figure out something there or send you some tutorials. Anyway, that's our light setup. We got the 2 big lights just for some extra light here. So this is our technological setup again. There's the iPad chilling up there. That is our main web camera. It is not even that crazy of an expensive one, but it does have pretty good quality. Just a tripod mounted web camera. There's nothing else to it. It's not even that fancy. It does have pretty good picture quality though, which is kind of nice. So our audio setup looks a little bit like this. So this is the box I have for the head-worn microphone. I'm just running a Sennheiser XS series. We got a couple of these, so one records through the mixing board here, and the other one records to the back in our main mixer. Just that way I have a backup recording going at the whole time. Audio-wise, everything is being routed through a Yamaha digital mixer. So this is our MG12XU. It has 6 XLR inputs, and it also has a couple stereo pairs. So theoretically, you could run 8 different things on it. I wouldn't play music just because there's some copyright issues with actual pre-recorded music versus performing live. So like people are tempted to do music on the announcement videos, and I just chose not to do that to avoid that whole problem altogether. It is kind of nice though. It does add some things in for effects. Again, just some very simple, basic things. It does have a built-in compressor, which is kind of nice, but again, I just have these 6 XLR inputs. So we're using 2 mics, a guitar, and then that blue one with the tape around it is my head-worn microphone. So that helps with audio quality tremendously there. This is kind of what our XS microphone looks like. Just a little body pack with a good head-worn microphone. Cheap ones are okay, but good ones, there is a huge, huge difference in audio quality. And this is our computer setup. So everything comes out of the digital mixer. You can see a little USB cable in the back there, and it comes in digitally to our MacBook. And for streaming purposes, we are using Ecamm, ECAMM. It's got a load of features. It's relatively inexpensive, and it does kind of help out just keeping track of a lot of different things there. So I'll do a screen recording of this one so you can see that one a little better. The one thing I will say is your recorded audio is going to have some delay. So if you can figure out the number of frames to delay your audio by, there's a tutorial online that'll help you do that. But it is important, I think, to listen. So I have a set of headphones that is hooked up to the MacBook here. It does tremendously help though, because our first week was off by about 2 frames, and it was super annoying to watch the lips move at a different time than the words that we're hearing. So that's an important thing for you to figure out. But again, it's not a crazy elaborate setup, just a lot of honestly stuff that we had laying around that we could put to better use. So just fortunate that we happen to have it all through other projects here, but I'll give you a quick rundown of Ecamm here too.